They say that true terror isn't monsters, but people who know how to hide in places you would never think to look. And what happened to Lucia in the early hours of December 24th is brutal proof of that. It wasn't just the footsteps she heard on her roof, not the knocks on the window, not even the male voice that whispered to her, "Lift the curtain." The most horrifying part was discovering that the intruder had been living above her for weeks, moving a little lower each night, studying her schedule, memorizing her routines, waiting for the exact moment to do what he had planned. And that night, he had decided to come down. At 2:16 a.m., Lucia woke up suddenly. The first thing she heard was a firm step above her head. It wasn't the usual creaking of an old house. It was someone walking. At first, she thought it might be an animal, but the next step was slower, heavier, more deliberate. She stayed completely still, her breathing broken, hoping it was just her imagination. Then she heard another sound, a rough, metallic dragging noise, as if someone were pulling an object across the attic floor. Lucia lived alone. The entrance to the attic was secured with a padlock that, as far as she remembered, she had never used. Terrified, she dialed 911. "I think there's someone on the roof," she whispered. The operator tried to keep her calm, but Lucia felt watched. The sensation was so strong that she couldn't stop herself from looking around, even though she knew she wouldn't see anyone. Suddenly, everything went silent. No footsteps, no dragging sounds, not even the slightest vibration. Lucia began to think that fear was playing tricks on her, until she heard 3 soft knocks on her bedroom window. Knock, knock, knock. She froze. She was on the ground floor, but the window faced the backyard, protected by a metal fence. No one could be out there, or so she thought. She approached, trembling, barely breathing. The operator was still on the line, asking what was happening. Before she touched the curtain, a deep, broken, cold voice spoke from the other side. "Lift the curtain." Lucia felt the blood drain from her face. She dropped the phone and ran to the bathroom, slamming the door shut and blocking it with her body. The operator could still hear her. Lucia's rapid breathing was audible, but so was another breath, slower, deeper, closer. The intruder was inside the house. Lucia cried without making a sound. The operator tried to get her to speak, but all she could hear was him walking down the hallway, as if he knew exactly where she was. 3 minutes later, the police arrived. The intruder was gone. But the horror was only beginning. In the ceiling, they found a hole made from the inside, covered with a loose board that could be moved easily. Inside, there was an old blanket, water bottles, food scraps, dirty clothes, and a cell phone. When they checked the phone, their blood ran cold. There were dozens of photos, all of them taken through a narrow crack in the ceiling directly above Lucia's bed. Photos of Lucia sleeping, Lucia changing clothes, Lucia cooking, Lucia coming home from work. Photos taken without flash, just inches from her over several days. The last photo, taken 1 minute before she woke up, showed the intruder's hand emerging from the attic opening, almost touching her hair, and a message saved in drafts that read, "Tonight I'm coming down." They never caught the man. No one could explain how he escaped without leaving a trace. Since that year, new neighbors on the street claim that every Christmas they hear footsteps on their roofs and 3 soft knocks on their windows. Knock, knock, knock.